Okay, so this is Jack, day 2 of riding. Jack is a very bright horse. I've not been riding him, yeah, as I say, for a long time actually. And I rode him yesterday, and I thought he's a really good case study for showing how, you know, sort of how over time I can really relax him and I can make sure that he rides much more evenly, and the process in which that I do this. So yesterday I rode him and he was really, it's been held left because he falls right. So someone's kind of just held on to the left rein a bit, which is natural. That's what most people tend to do, is correct it by holding him to the left so he won't go right, but actually I find that makes him go right even more. So you have to use a stronger and stronger left rein and a stronger and stronger right leg, and suddenly before you know it the horse is curled round and becomes a bit sore. So far from what I've learnt, a lot of horses become quite uncomfortable or sore in their bodies or compensate because they're crooked. So I want my theory is that I teach them to be level to start with, find out what level is, work on that. Once they're established, then we can carry on. But to start with, I've got to get them level and feel, right, what way does their body go, and how can I stop this? How can I help them stay or learn to use themselves correctly and learn to be level? So I ride with a bridge. I just want him to be relaxed. I'm going to use the rail to help me at the moment. I find this fantastic to understand where they're bouncing off, plus also give me a little bit of support. Sometimes they just seem to be more relaxed if I ride on the edge of the rail. So for example, he drifts right. Well, I don't want to hold him, I don't want to stop him going right. The rail can do that already and gives me a little bit extra aid to be able to make sure that I can be extra soft. So the aim is that the rail is going to help support me a little bit and just help stop him drifting quite so much. So hopefully I can focus and be a little bit quieter in my aid and my contact. Good boy. So trotting along, really taking time, and I don't worry as soon as he sees something and is distracted. I want him to notice things, but obviously over time he'll listen to me and not worrying about what's going on ahead. So I just stick to the same plan, take my time, steady, and I don't react to this. I just react or respond to the change in speed. So the change in speed, he gets quick, tight, busy in his brain. So I just respond to the fact that he's going too quick. Take my time. Good boy. And as soon as he's at the right speed, I relax the hand. Always got the leg on because it's so important. I think what people tend to do is take the leg off when they're quick and tight. They need the support from the leg because you can't just use the hand, and they need to stay straight. So that's why you see these horses suddenly going sideways, you know, running around, because they still need to be channeled straight even if they're stressing. Okay, so he's a bit more relaxed now. He's has a walk between his trots, and it's exactly the same. I just really want to switch him off, take his time, and just, yeah, every time he comes up, just gently teach him just to slow down. Obviously leg, as I say, is the first thing, and then gently I just tend to keep a little bit of contact. So that's why I like the bridge, because it means that I'm not keen on fussing with him. It just keeps it really still, and it seems to work really well for him, just settles him into the contact. Okay, so we'll have a trot this way. Again, I'm using the rail on the right hand side to help me. I tend to find he falls out even more on the left, using the left one. So although he curls left, it's the full right that's the problem, and the curl left has only sort of resulted or become an issue because he's been held left. And then obviously his muscles tighten around to the left, shorten on the left side, and then get sort of more and more tight. Okay, so forwards to trot, light leg, sees the bird straight away, so head comes up. So yeah, so first instance people would tend to just kind of try and grab hold of the front end and sort of winch him back round, but I just keep my hands still, keep my leg around. So I'm always thinking, no, come on, stay straight, keep pushing to the rein, watching he doesn't get quick because he sort of tends to run off, and just making sure, yeah, that he stays on this rail. Gives him a focus, gives me a focus, and good boy, I take my time. Good boy, and then he starts to relax again. Good boy. All the time just trying to rise the same. Every rise is the same, evenness, same pressure on the saddle, very light, same amount of leg around him. I don't keep my leg on all the time, but it's there, it's around. Certainly when I want to, if I have to use the contact or gently squeeze him back towards the bridle, yeah, I increase the leg pressure then. So this way I find him incredibly crooked. What you see in front, he doesn't look too bad, but what I feel behind is that his quarters are sort of to the rail, and well, they fluctuate really from being to the rail and then falling in. So find him really doesn't feel very even behind me compared to the other rein. So I tend to just change diagonal a bit sometimes. So I might do sort of 10 rises on the left diagonal, change right diagonal. You might be able to see by his ears when I change, so his ears go back. Good boy. See there, changed. There, I changed. Good boy. And it's just adjusting his balance a bit. So when you've got a horse that you want to focus on being more even and more level in the contact, behind, push, everything, then yeah, changing the balance even slightly makes a huge difference, which is why it's so important to have the right tools, the right saddle, the right surface, right bridle, right physio, right massage, etc, etc. But the biggest thing can be the levelness of the rider.